Now, I know Claude wasn't bluffing. He'd been drinking and selling shine all night, and he was mighty riled up. He didn't let me nor Claudine out of his sight. Once he sobered up some, he took me and Claudine to Rocky Mount for blood tests. He did let me call my mom and daddy from the general store. They was invited to the wedding next day at Claude's. They understood how it was. I had sisters at home.
I was mighty surprised when Dewey told me Claudine was marrying Tomcat Crawley. He asked me to help Claudine with her wedding since her mama couldn't do much. Then he took off without saying where he was going. The wedding's tomorrow. What does he expect me to do? I always figured it'd be my Lula Mae that married first, but she's too busy with her career selling Mary Kay cosmetics. It's a crying shame I won't be able to do much to make Claudine look like a bride. I'll ask Lula Mae to put some makeup on Claudine, though I've never seen her wear any. Claudine's got rotten teeth, so it won't be much fun for Tomcat to kiss his bride. I wanted to take Claudine to the dentist when she was little, but Claude wouldn't hear of it. Waste of money, he called it. My Lula Mae, she's got good teeth. I took her to the dentist regular every couple of years while she was growing up. Lula Mae's a pretty girl, though I won't ever tell her so. I'll be fearing she'd get a swelled head if I did. It was worth marrying Dewey and taking his name rather than keeping the one I was born with, Beulah Rathburn. I don't want anyone knowing Claude and Willie Ray are kin to me, not if I can help it. Beulah Calhoun is a classier name. It suits me fine. Dewey, is that you coming in the door? Where have you been?
Claude and me had to drive Claudine and Tomcat down to the health department for their blood tests. I had to do the driving so that Claude could keep going aimed at Tomcat.
So there's going to be a wedding tomorrow, sure enough?
Best be getting to making a wedding cake. And while you're at it, why don't you make some of them little cocktail wieners of yourn?
I'll make my special Velveeta cheesecake. It's one of Claudine's favorite. If I'm making 3, I can layer them and put maraschino cherries on top.
Sounds mighty fine, Beulah. My mouth's watering just thinking about it.
The rest of the afternoon, Beulah took to cooking, mixing up 6 cups of Spam, 1½ pounds Velveeta, 1 bottle of ketchup, with 2 cups of Miracle Whip. Grinding it all together, she spread the mixture on toasted sunbeam bread. Cutting off the crust, she arranged the delectable Spam sandwiches on her best Sunday dinner plates. For flourish, Beulah carefully added pineapple tidbits.
Hell, Tomcat and me done jumped the broom, all legal-like. Life didn't change much, even with Tomcat living with us. Tomcat had him a pretty good job fixing the looms down at the textile plant. I wondered if it was more Claude wanted Tomcat for a son-in-law than it was about me being out all night. Claude is a strange one. You never can figure out his moral ways. You can't make a man loyal to one woman, especially not a Tomcat. It weren't long before he was prowling again. Some nights Tomcat didn't come home till dawn. Time passed and I just ate and ate. Ma don't hardly speak no more. I knowed she'd be suffering and I needed to do something about it, but I didn't know what. Ma just gets thinner and thinner. I'm becoming a mountain while Ma's becoming the wind. It be one of them rare spring nights when Tomcat had stayed home. I just finished cooking up a mess of greens, fried taters, cornbread, and pork chops. Oh, those pork chops be mighty tasty, but I know they would be. Tomcat and me killed them hogs ourselves last fall. People all around say I'm the best hog curer in these parts. I don't tell 'em how I does it. I got me my own special ingredient, kinda came on it by accident. Well, anyway, the dishes were done, and there was a whole mess of them fried taters left, so I scooped them up in a big bowl and went out onto the porch. Tomcat be sitting out there chewing and a-spitting some.
Claudine, you gonna eat all them taters?
What business is that of yours?
Well, you pert near can't fit through the door, what with you being almost 300 pounds.
Oh, quit your lying. You know it ain't so.
Well, you weighed 260 pounds last I weighed you at the feed store, and you done got fatter since.
Won't you have a bite? Let a body have a little peace and quiet, Tomcat. Besides, this ain't none of your business. Well, I just sat there eating my taters for a good spell when a big pain grabbed me. It wouldn't let go. Lord, Tomcat!
It's them taters, Claudine. I told you not to eat all them taters. It's probably just gas.
A few minutes later, I was feeling better. Then came another pain and another. Oh, the sweat be pouring down my face. Tomcat, I'm gonna die. I'm going to my maker. Oh, Lord!
What do you want me to do about it, Claudine? What do you want me to do?
Get the car and take me to Doc Baker's now, or I'm gonna die. Well, Tomcat managed to get the old Mustang going. He pushed and prodded me into it. It weren't no easy feat getting all of me into true blue, but we done it. I be hollering loud now. Tomcat, I'm gonna die. I knowed I'm gonna die.
Hush, Claudine. It's just them pork chops and all them taters. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, I could tell he was scared. Tomcat done run into Doc Baker's office.
Doc Baker, it's Claudine. She's dying.
It done took Doc Baker and 3 other men to get me out of True Blue and put me in the examining room. Weren't long before Doc Baker say,
Congratulations, Claudine, you got yourself a boy.
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetops.
Claudine, you mean you didn't know?
well, how could I, Tomcat? I ain't never had no baby before.
Well, we've been naming him Tomcat Crawley III.
Like hell we will. One Tomcat and his family's enough. I won't have any boy of mine living up to his whoring daddy's name. I just as soon name him after that bowl of taters I be eating when I got the pains.
Now, Claudine.
That's when I hauled off and hit him right between the eyes. But it came to, the birth certificate done been signed. I done named the boy Tater Tom Crawley. I reckon we both got our ways. Life settled back down and went on its usual way when once again I be sitting on the porch with Tomcat shelling beans from the garden. Better give me the Doc Baker. It ain't taters this time neither. A few hours later, I had me a daughter. I named her Shelly Bean. It be November and all the signs is that the cold is here to stay. The fur on the rabbit's feet is thicker than usual. and the carrots I planted grew deeper than ever. I went to the smokehouse to see what needed to be done to get ready for hog killing, and I seen 'em. Rats. "Tomcat, best go to town and get some decon." I went on about my business of filling the old drum with water and heating the rocks. I always liked this part of hog killing the best. Dropping the old hog in the scalding water with the ashes in it and watching it loosen up that old piggy skin and hair.
You ready to shoot the first one, Claudine? You can use my best hog killing rifle.
Nah, Tomcat, you shoot 'em. You know I like slitting their throats the best. Besides, ain't much sport in shooting a pig right between the eyes at close range. I like the feel of the knife in my hand and seeing if I can cut the vein just right. I got my technique perfected. You cut the left side of the goozle about 3 inches down from the jawbone, and you do it fast. When the bleed's finished, into the boiling drum she goes. Then I scrape those piggies clean. I've done this for so many years now, I can cut up a hog in no time at all. Ham, shoulders, all trimmed up. I put the trimmings into a large cooking pot. The rest I set aside for salting. Next, there's sausage to be ground, and heart, lungs, livers, kidneys, and heads to be cooked. I sure do like sending them little piggies to hog heaven. Tomcat, you done spread out the decon?
Yes, Claudine, I done spread it. No sense of rats eating our ham before we do.
Pa took the hogs we weren't planning on killing to the stockyard when the moon was growing, so they all weighed more. We only kill hogs when the moon is big, 'cause if the moon is shrinking, so will the meat. And me and Tomcat sure do like hog killing day. That's about the only good time we have, though. I'm real tired of him wanting to be waited on hand and foot just like Pa. I'm sick to death of his prowling around with other women, then coming home and wanting to mess with me. I wish he'd go away on one of his prowlings and stay gone. Well, I went to work covering up each hunk of meat with salt, molasses, black and red pepper. Then I tried to haul the biggest old ham up on a rope for smoking when I done dropped it on the floor right on top of the decon. That's how I got me the idea of how to get off the farm. We're no use in me throwing away a perfectly good ham. I mixed up brown sugar and pepper and put on another coat of it just in case the decon had a powerful taste. I put the ham in a burlap bag and hauled it to the cellar, laying it on the dirt floor, flat side down. It would stay cool in the cellar, so I reckoned it wasn't sour or spoiled. I couldn't stand seeing Ma suffer no more. Oh, these days she just sat in a rocker, not saying nothing, with tears streaming down her face. I knowed her arthritis be hurting her real bad. Maybe if Ma eats some of the ham, it will relieve her suffering and take her to the hereafter. Or maybe the ham will take Pa first. If he goes first, maybe she won't cry no more. Oh, that's how it came to be. Pa and Ma got him a special ham that year. It had a special ingredient on it just for them.
Sometimes Claudine can be the sweetest girl. She done made me and her pa a special ham. She said she won't let nobody else eat of it. No, sir, just us. Now, people coming down to get some shine knowed about the ham. Claudine say if we share it with anybody else, she won't make us another. Folks go off and talk about what a good girl Claudine is. People want to know what Big Claudine